News coming out from Chelsea journalists that they are trying to hijack the Benjamin Sesko deal from Arsenal. The Slovenian international, valued at 45 million euros, has a release clause, and Chelsea are now trying to put things in place to sign him. Could this be Mudryk 2.0? Some news coming out from Fabrizio Romano, an exclusive, that Bruno Fernandes is wanted by Bayern Munich and Barcelona. And the BBC have come out saying that Olise is expected to stay at Crystal Palace. We have got so much to get into. Make sure you go down, smash a like on the video. If we could hit 400 likes on this video, that'd be absolutely insane. So go down. It takes 2 seconds. And like I said in yesterday's video, more than 50% of people that watch this channel are not subscribed. So what are you waiting for? Now, we will start with the Bruno Fernandes news, because for me, this is absolutely insane if they sell Bruno Fernandes. For me, been one of Man United's best players this season when he's played in the right position. His numbers, his performances are an absolute joke, but Fabrizio Romano has come out of an exclusive, and I'm going to read it to you all in the next few seconds, and it essentially says that he will be on many clubs' wish list, and the fact that he has Bayern Munich and Barcelona after him. The Court Offside podcast, which is what Fabrizio Romano, I believe, runs, has come out and said Bruno Fernandes' agent, Miguel Pino, has met with top European clubs. New Man United contract is also possible, but depends on the manager and the new project. Now, if clubs are looking for their best interest at heart in terms of bringing through the best players, I don't see a big problem in why players and players' agents shouldn't look for the best thing for their client. Now, when you talk about Bruno Fernandes, a G&A machine. A G&A machine. The guy is absolutely ridiculous when it comes to output. 29 years of age now, valued at 70 million euros. His stats in a Man United shirt are very, very, very good. Of course, he's won the League Cup and the FA Cup. He's got more than 150 goal contributions in 233 games. He's got 16 goal contributions in the Champions League in 19 games. 18 goal contributions in 25 in the Europa League. And in the Premier League, he's got 94 in 159. Now, Bruno Fernandes is one of the best attacking midfield players in the Premier League. No doubt about it. He has played second striker for Man United. He's played central midfield, and he's played in the number 10 role. Now, his contract expires June 30th, 2026, and there is an option to sign for 1 extra year. Now, he's got signed his last deal on April the 1st, 2022. The big thing for me is it all depends, like you saw in that report from Fabrizio Romano, who's going to be the next manager. They need a manager that plays attractive and attacking style of play. Eric Ten Hag's won 2 trophies. That is absolutely fantastic. An FA Cup and a League Cup. But is he getting the most out of Bruno Fernandes? Is he playing Bruno Fernandes in the correct position every single week? In my opinion, no, he wasn't. And I now look at it and think, Bruno Fernandes, for me, if Man United are going to start this rebuild, if they're going to bring this new manager in, if they're going to essentially change things up, Bruno Fernandes, Sal, according to Transfer Market, he's valued at 70 million euros. Man United are being linked to players, more players, I think, than anyone in the league other than Arsenal and Spurs right now. Man United need to understand who the manager is going to be, the style of play, because if they play a formation with a number 10, Bruno Fernandes, in my opinion, should stay. But I don't necessarily think there's anything wrong with Bruno Fernandes' agent offering him out to different clubs. It's no different to players being signed for different clubs. Now, moving just away from Bruno Fernandes, Benjamin Sesko has been in London in the last week or so. Now, yes, the Champions League final was in London. Yes, he was, at the game, but this deal has got to be in place and signed before the 14th of June, which is in 11 days' time, which is when the Euros start. I believe, Sesko, we will hear the update that a lot of Arsenal fans want to hear. Is it going to be the here we go? Are they going to go for someone else? I believe if Arsenal want this signing to be done before the 14th, we should get the here we go this week from a football fan's perspective. From Tottenham, Liverpool, Man United, and Chelsea and Man City's perspective, the fact that Arsenal are going out and getting a top prospect within the first, as soon as the window opens, is a statement of intent from Arsenal. Now, of course, today they've released a couple of players from their 25-man squad, the likes of Mohamed Elneny, the likes of, the Portuguese right back. I can't remember what his name is. He's gone. Now it's about Arsenal. It's about building on top. Alex Ferguson always used to sign the best players after he won a league. Now Arsenal, if they want to win the league, needs to sign the best players. And Benjamin Sesko seems to be a name that keeps popping up. Fabrizio Romano said 3 or 4 days ago that he believes, Arsenal want to get the deal done before the 14th. He believes that Benjamin Sesko wants the Arsenal move. And now it's about finalising, crossing the T's, dotting the I's, and getting everything in order to make sure that this deal is done. And I do believe if Arsenal are serious, they will have this signing done before the 14th of June, in my opinion, if they want it to be done. If not, they'll go and get someone else. But 1,000,000% Arsenal will sign a top striker this summer. Now, another player that has been all over the socials for a number of days, weeks, and months is Michael Olise. And the BBC Sport, I believe it was the BBC Sport, come out and said they expect him to stay at Crystal Palace. Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Spurs, and Manchester City are interested in Olise. If he's expected to stay at Crystal Palace one more year, then I don't necessarily know if that's a good or a bad thing. Of course, he's just been called up to Thierry Henry's Olympics France national team. So he's going to play in that. So I believe he might miss the first 3 or 4 Premier League games because of the Olympics. I don't think he was picked for France's team. Could have also played at England. But right now, Olise, I think if he stays one more year and has another season, you could be looking at an 80 to 90 million pound winger. Of course, that release clause is only active for a number of days/weeks. I think it's only got a month left on it. Right now, I look at Olise and think he could start at practically any Premier League club around. He is a top player. Genuinely a top player. For me right now, I'd have him over every single right winger in the league other than Cole Palmer, Salah, and Saka. You are in elite company when you look at those names. Like, I know Bernardo Silva plays out on the right, but he's more of an attacking midfielder for me. Olise, I'm surprised Arsenal and City, there's not more concrete links. Right now, it only seems to be Man United and Chelsea. Now, the transfer window opens in, I believe, 11 days' time, the day of the first game of the Euros. The news on players, I'm a big fan of getting the business done early. We'll talk about Benjamin Sesko again. That deal, in my opinion, needs to be wrapped up before the start of the Euros because all of a sudden, international tournaments change clubs' perspectives on players based off of international competitions. Slovenia's first game is against Denmark. If he bags 1, 2, let's say hypothetically he scores a hat trick, you might as well add on an extra 5, 7 million euros to his price tag. We've seen this before with the likes of James Rodriguez in the World Cup. We've seen this before with, Jeremy Doku. He got a move to, I think it was Lille or a team in France after his Euros performances and World Cup performances. You know, we've seen this before with other players. And I think right now, if he does have a good tournament and he's not an Arsenal player before the 14th, then it's going to be very, very interesting to see if they don't go for Sesko, who are they going to go for? I do think he will be an Arsenal player this month. I'm confident with that. Make sure you go down, smash the like on the video if you haven't already. Make sure you have subscribed. I will see you all in the next one. Thank you all for watching. I am out.